Hello and welcome to the Market Review, where we discuss key developments in the financial and capital market as it affects the economy. Today, we'll be discussing the FMDQ and Oxford Foundry partnership as a catalyst for enterprise development in Nigeria. And I have two guests, Kaodi Ugoji, Group Chief Operating Officer, FMDQ Group, and Allan Bryan, Global Partnership Lead, Oxford Foundry. Great to have two of you on the program.
Thank you, Otto.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just a preface to understand this partnership. In July 2021, Oxford Foundry, the Entrepreneurship Centre at the University of Oxford, UK, and FMDQ Private Markets Limited, a wholly owned subsidiary of FMDQ Group, launched a global partnership to accelerate the growth of Nigeria's startup ecosystem and nurture a future generation of young Nigerian leaders in entrepreneurship through knowledge exchange and collaboration. They also had a call for applications to two of the three programs under the partnership: Young Entrepreneurial Leaders Program and Innovative Nigeria Program. It's already been announced, and today we'll be having that conversation on how it's going. But before we begin this conversation, let us give you a wrap of key developments that occurred in the market last week. Vice President Professor Yemi Osibanjo, SAN, as a keynote speaker at the NGX Maiden Nigeria Capital Market Conference, lauded the digitizing efforts of NGX and urged the exchange to continue to collaborate with all government agencies and regulators to ensure that the excessive risk premium of the capital markets are abated and foreign investors are strongly reassured of foreign investment mechanisms and other regulations that will help them channel their resources in and take them out with the least possible constraints. Also last week, the Lagos Commodities and Future Exchange announced a partnership with Heritage Bank PLC to create a structure for trading on wheat contracts and its allied products, following the ongoing intervention of the Central Bank of Nigeria to position the country as a next exporter of wheat. We go on a break, and when we return, we'll continue this conversation.
The ProShare mobile app, your non-stop access to financial and economic information. With the ProShare app, you can customize your preferred news and videos. You can also get access to latest financial and economic news. Watch videos related to business, economy, financial markets, and lots more. The ProShare app gives you in-depth market stats from the NSE, FMDQ, and NASD. That's not all. You also get real-time alerts. The ProShare mobile app. Information at your pace and in your space.
Welcome back, and if you're joining us, it's the Market Review, and I have two guests today. They are Kaodi Ugoji, Group Chief Operating Officer of FMDQ Group, and Allan Bryan, Global Partnerships Lead, Oxford Foundry. They're discussing FMDQ and Oxford Foundry partnership as a catalyst for enterprise development in Nigeria. So let's first begin with this partnership. And you've launched this global partnership in July 2022. I remember I had this conversation with Kaodi and Anna Bakshi. But can you tell us first, Kaodi, how this partnership has continued to drive aspirations for Nigerians, particularly entrepreneurs?
Thank you, Otto, for having us again as we continue on this journey of the FMDQ Private Markets and Oxford Foundry partnership. As we had mentioned initially in July, this is the first global partnership that Oxford Foundry has had. And pretty much with FMDQ also, obviously, our own first partnership of this sort. And the reason behind this was we thought, what can we do to help young Nigerians, young business leaders, aspiring business leaders? How can we help growth and development? Of course, we know that the overarching discussions around the table today is, what do we need to do to spur the continued growth and development of Nigeria? And if we don't start to plan today, then we'll find ourselves where we are in the next, in the medium and the long term. So what we're trying to do here is to get young Nigerians, both individuals and startup companies, and support them in their growth towards entrepreneurial development. And that's really what this program or this partnership is about. Of course, we're leveraging on Oxford Foundry because they have done this successfully. I think in July, we reeled out some of the stats where they've done this. They've had over 53 ventures, about 85% of them now even making revenues. And I'll let maybe Allan speak a bit more about that. But they've done this successfully in the past. And we thought, if we're going to do this for Nigeria, we need a credible partner. We need a partner with the right mix, with the right networks, with the right frameworks, with the right learnings, so that we can do it successfully. On December 1, we're very pleased to have launched 2 of the 3 programs that we set out to launch during this partnership. The first program is the Young Entrepreneurs Leadership Program, and that is really speaking to young Nigerians based in Nigeria between the ages of 21 and 35 years old. And we're just saying, come up with, with your innovations, with your whatever it is you have. We would select these candidates, 20, and 20 of them will go through an intensive program, 4 months, where there will be dedicated learning for them. There will be roundtables with world business entrepreneurs. They would have access to Oxford Foundry's networks, Oxford University's pool of talent. They would have grants. They would have access to, investments and stuff. So this is just coming to say, come, let us groom you, because these are our leaders of tomorrow. If we don't groom them today, we won't reap the benefits of that tomorrow. And that's for the Yelp, that's the short form. For the Innovate Nigeria program, we're looking at startups, and we're saying, how do we begin to build companies tomorrow that will sustain our economy? And we said we have to start with picking, small companies today, giving them, again, access to the networks that they need, access to knowledge. There'll be knowledge transfer, access to frameworks, things that business leaders have already done, proven initiatives that they will get access to, and then they're able to apply these in their own business. This is a 2-week intensive boot camp, where again they will have access to the pool of talent of Oxford Foundry. They will have access to Nigeria's and the UK's angel investment community, and they have opportunities to pitch their ventures to investors. So this is really just exposing them, and we've called it Innovate Nigeria because we're looking for innovations within Nigeria, within technology space, within healthcare, agriculture, through all the different sectors that will help us grow our economy. We have a third program, which we haven't launched, which is the Grow program. And we'll speak a bit more about the Grow program, but those are the 2 that have launched today.
All right, very well. I'm quite impressed that to the private markets of the FMDQ, you're also looking at making impacts with the young entrepreneurs, and that's very critical for our economy. So for Allan, Nigerian youths are the focus of the Young Entrepreneurs Leadership Program. Can you tell us why they should be interested in this opportunity coming from the Oxford Foundry experience?
Thank you. My name is Allan Brian Sembaje. I'm the Global Partnerships Manager at the Oxford Foundry. I'm delighted about this particular opportunity. I'm thinking when Kaodi was speaking, I was thinking about Africa. I am an African myself.
Yes.
And I was thinking about how Africa is growing in talent. It's a big frontier now. There are so many people are establishing businesses. But as you all know, talent is universal, but opportunities, it's limited. Yeah. And I think for me, that's how I'm looking at the Oxford Foundry. I'm looking at the opportunity to bring these young people into a network that has leaders, seasoned leaders in business, in sports, in markets, economics, academicians. Just think about 900 years of the Oxford University, and there are people you can tap into. So if you're in a young Nigerian leader that is perhaps, or a young Nigerian that is just coming out of university, 21 years old, there are things you have never known that were not taught in school: problem solving, communication, all kinds of things, networking. And here it is being offered to you on a silver platter. So think about that if you're a young Nigerian leader. But also think in terms of the fact that as a young Nigerian, you're trying to figure out where can my wings lead me? How big is the world? And here you are, the world is being brought to you, you know, because we are looking at leaders who cut across the globe. So for us, it's about harnessing those resources, the networks that we have, the knowledge, the collaborations that we have had, what we have already done in the Oxford Foundry that supports leaders. There are platforms for knowledge. There's peer-to-peer learning within the Nigerian leaders themselves, but also there's a one-to-one kind of coaching. So there's a lot that's young. And if you're a young Nigerian, 21 to 35 years, I think you can be selected among the top 20. Once you get through, we shall have 4 months with you. And in those 4 months, be sure you'll be trained to be a stronger leader. Thank you.
21 to 35 years, very interesting. So let me ask you this, Allan. What are 3 things business leaders can hope to achieve from the Innovate Nigeria program?
From the Innovate Nigeria program, again, that is one of the things that sparked our minds. We were thinking in terms of, so you see, like I said, the Oxford University has been around for 900 years. The Oxford Foundry has been established only for 4 years. And in those 4 years, we have established close to 35 businesses. Young people come pitch their ideas, and 35 businesses have already rolled out. They have raised close to 52 million pounds. Their market value is 157 pounds. So there's a lot that's going in there. So if you're a young leader that is thinking about coming into this, the 5 selected business, the innovative businesses that will be selected, you're going to have a 2 weeks program, bespoke, designed specifically for your own business. And then there's a one-to-one coaching. Imagine meeting the co-founder of Twitter, Beeston, the co-founder of LinkedIn, Hoffman, and I mean, incredible entrepreneurs, incredible businessmen. So there'll be one-to-one coaching, but there will also be a pitching session. So if I'm sure when you're a young leader thinking about business, you're wondering where is investment going to come from? We are bringing the investors to you. So I think that will be interesting. So they should look forward to coaching, they should look forward to training, and they should look forward to having a pitching session with investors.
Okay, so Kaodi, Kaodi, how would this partnership, how does this key into the FMDQ Group objective?
I think Allan has pretty much summarized what they would gain from this, but I think one of the things that we haven't mentioned, which is the most exciting part, is that it is free to all participants. So this is at no cost. This is just come as you are and leave with everything that you can get. I think this is an all-round opportunity for the successful 20 Yelp participants and the 5 Innovative Nigeria program participants, because you're coming in and you're leaving with, and you know one thing that is beautiful about all these, whilst you come in and you get access to these networks, no one takes away your networks at the end of the day. So you never go away. You make the most of it. So we might give you 2 weeks access to them, but you can have a lifetime of access to them if you put your best foot forward and you show yourself well. So what you're getting in 2 weeks and in 4 months for the 2 programs is really a lifetime opportunity for you to milk over and over and over again. And what we're expecting to see from this is to get young companies that begin to grow and begin to add value to the economy. This is job creation that we're seeing here, because of course we know that as companies begin to get more successful, they hire people. Sustainable economic development, areas in Nigeria that we think need innovations, areas in Nigeria that we think we need development. We're going to get young people with fantastic ideas and give them everything that they need to make it successful. So really, I almost wish I mean, I wish I had this kind of opportunity in the early days. I almost still wish I have this opportunity right now, because I think it's fantastic for them. So this for us is really limitless for them. And we look forward to more of this as we go along, but we were very interested in seeing how this set would pan out and what we'll get from this set. And also, as usual, we would carry you along as we have any more information to share. But I think the one thing that I would like to add is all the information that is required is on the website. On December 1, we published in 3 national dailies, so they can have access to that. But on the website, we'll continue to update any information onto the website, and they can have access. Applications as well is done through the website. So they have access to everything. They have 2 months to apply. So they have the Christmas downtime periods to take their time to make their best application. So, I mean, I don't think you can get better than this also.
Now, as we begin to wrap up, I'll begin with you, Allan. How does this partnership, how does this tie to Oxford Foundry's strategy and vision of empowering entrepreneurs, particularly in Africa? What should we expect more from this partnership in the future?
Well, first of all, this partnership is important to us. We have shared values. We are thinking about growing the African economy, but in this case, we are focusing on Nigeria. I think I was telling Kaodi yesterday that there's a program that there's statistics that have been released just recently, and 35% of the investment that came into Africa last year went to Nigeria. So $4 billion came into Africa last year in terms of startup capital, and 35% of it went into Nigeria. So of course, as a Ugandan, I'm jealous, but I'm happy it's coming into Africa. But in terms of the Oxford Foundry, I'm really thinking in terms of what we hope to achieve as the Oxford Foundry is to support entrepreneurs. We believe that in collaboration, in a sharing of knowledge, like I said, the Oxford University has been around 900 years. All that knowledge accumulated, the networks that are in there, we think that everyone out there should be able to make business happen. So what we are doing is saying we are democratizing. It's part of our values at the Oxford Foundry to democratize entrepreneurship. Make it easy for any entrepreneur anywhere in the world. So this is our first partnership. I don't want to promise a lot, but let's see how it works. We at the Oxford Foundry, we are excited about it. We really want it to work, and we hope it does, because when it does, then we think it will be a launch pad for what we shall do going forward. But yeah, we are hopeful. Let me not commit a lot. Yeah. But Kaodi will, I'm sure, will say something around that.
So for Kaodi, I mean, FMDQ bringing this initiative, setting a great future for young and Nigerian entrepreneurs. But how does this key in again to the FMDQ Private Markets Limited objective?
I'll speak probably from the group perspective. And this again is very much in line with our mission, which is empowering markets for prosperity, really. One of the key things that FMDQ Group is very, very passionate about is ensure or facilitating or promoting prosperity for Nigeria and for Nigerians. And how best can we do this? Is if not by equipping Nigerians, to have the skills, equipping them to grow their businesses and make them scalable. And then these businesses in turn will begin to impact the economy, impact the nation, impact our people. So for us from FMDQ Group, this is very, very much in line with what we've set out to do across the various entities. In the different subsidiaries, we have, from the exchange, from clearing, from depository, what we're trying to do is empower the Nigerian markets. The Nigerian markets financial markets need to support the economy. And we're saying from the private market side of it, amongst, being an information repository, we're saying we want to reach the SMEs. We want to reach the young Nigerians. We want to empower them towards, growing into business leaders. I mean, we've heard the stories of some of the startups that received investments. They're now global companies and all of that. I mean, the more we have, the better for our economy and the better for us. So that is really the FMDQ dream, and that's what we try to do every day at work. So it ties in perfectly to what we want to do, and we're going to launch several more programs in this direction from FMDQ Private Markets. I will speak more about these as they come along.
Thank you very much, Kaodi, Ugoji. I mean, FMDQ is just the pride of what our capital markets have been doing. And I must say, if there's anything that makes me as a Nigerian proud, is innovation and drive of our capital market ecosystem to support our economy and moving forward. So it's very interesting to hear that. And to Allan, just to note that a lot of Nigerians have passed through Oxford University, so definitely it's not surprising that you are now partnering with a key Nigerian market player to drive the economy. Yes. If you go through history, you'll see a lot of Nigerians passed through the Oxford University. Great Nigerians, but that's for another day. Thank you very much for this interesting conversation. Kaodi Ugoji, Group Chief Operating Officer, FMDQ Group, and also Allan Bryan, Global Partnership Leader.
Can I emphasize something?
Okay, you can go on. You can go on before we wrap up. Yes.
Just one last word. If you're Nigerian, aged 21 to 35, I want to encourage you to apply for each of these programs. The first one, which is Innovate Nigeria, is taking in 5 entrepreneurs with their businesses, and they're going to have a 2-week program. And in that 2-week program, they are going to be trained. So if you're out there and you have a business that you're running, please apply for this on the FMDQ website. The second one is the Young Entrepreneurs Leadership Program, YELP. That's taking in 20 Nigerians, and it's running over 4 months. Both these programs are running online, and if the 4-month program will be a 10-hour every month, 10 hours of your time every month will be utilized for this. So I think they are both good programs. Please apply for them. I'm also emphasizing that the application period is 2 months, from 1st December up to 31st January 2022. Thank you.
Well, young entrepreneurs between 21 to 35 years, that's an opportunity from December 1st.
35.
Yes. You have the opportunity to participate in this. And yes, like Kaodi said, some of us wish we participated, but that's good. That's very good. It's good for the future. So, once again, let me just thank you all. I mean, Kaodi,
you just have to change your birthday.
No. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Allan Bryan, from the Global Partnerships of Oxford Foundry, also for being part of this conversation. And we hope to have this conversation again, maybe 3 months' time, to see how the impact is scaling. I mean, it would be nice to have that again.
Yeah, maybe we'll be announcing the winners here.
And it would be nice to hear the winners and also engage them too. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much once again. And that will be all for this edition of the Market Review Show. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions on FMDQ and Oxford Foundry Partnership as a catalyst for enterprise development in Nigeria, please send them to otuabasi.abasekong@proshareng.com. Also, you can join our website, www.proshareng.com, and you get the latest stories in the fixed income market. And we also covers what FMDQ is doing. And you can also get access to what's happening in these partnerships. Also, for FMDQ, just log on to the FMDQ website at www.fmdq.com, and you'll get all the information that you need around this partnership and how it's scaling and impacting the market and economy. Don't forget that you need to be informed to make the right investment decisions. Why? Because every time you watch, discuss the financial and capital market, it helps to create wealth and economic opportunities. Thank you once again. Have a nice day.